Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 23 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24 and give me 1 second while I fix something real quick. I just noticed this. There we go. Hopefully it'll stay up this time, but I guess we shall see. So welcome to another MLB The Show 23 stream. I'm next JGGen24, and today I'm finishing up on the Father's Day program. Yes, it is time to get this program done. Not the Weekly Wonders one, this one. We are 10 away. I repeat, 10 away from doing this mission or completing this program. All we have to do, or all I have to do, is get this parallel mission done, which honestly I think I can easily do it in play versus CPU. It might take me like 2 games, but I'll get it done. And then also Vladimir Guerrero Sr. 200 XP, that's all that's required of me. Yes, Landon, 10 away from finishing this Father's Day program. But I should also note, because I noted this on Twitter, three set 2 cards away from David Wright. So y'all know I'm going to be grinding. Griffey Sr. is only going to be 1. That's why it's important that after I finish this program, I go right into the June Tops Now program. I do that. I get the other cards that I'm missing, the captain, one of the captains, and then just pick. Actually, that's all I need is the flashbacks and the captains, and then I have David Wright. But if I'm going to go that far, I might, or if I'm going to start it, I might as well finish it. We'll see how it goes, though. So, again, here's my lineup. Biggio is out in center because we moved Bichette to DH since he couldn't really play any other position. And Biggio he can play center or he can play catcher, but I wanted to keep Ford in there only because I'm trying to grind him. And then we moved Griffey over to left. So we have Griffey batting leadoff. Honestly, we could probably just put Biggio. Yeah, this will work. This will work nicely. And then, where's Taiwan Walker? Because he's actually close, Taiwan, to being P5. So if I get, likely, I just need 1 game to get Taiwan Walker P5. Literally, a lot of things can get accomplished in this stream today. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. But enough yabbering about it. Let's get into it. The only thing I gotta watch out for with Griffey Sr. is that he doesn't hit lefties well. At all. Like, he literally has no pop. So, while the righties are in, that's where I better take advantage. Nice! A triple. That'll work. So yeah, I said I was going to stream yesterday or Tuesday, and I do apologize about that. But if you guys didn't see my Twitter feed or Instagram, what ended up happening was Chris Paul, the point guard, the NBA player, was in Ridgewood. And since I'm a half-hour drive out of Ridgewood, I decided to go out there and and go take a picture with Chris Paul. I had to wait a while because the thing started at 6, and then Chris Paul was late, and so the thing didn't actually get started until 7. And at that point, it didn't matter if I had any kind of card for him to sign or anything. He wasn't going to sign it. It was simply get a picture and be done with it. So that's why ultimately I didn't stream yesterday. Listen, it's not every day you get a chance to meet an NBA player, let alone someone with Chris Paul's stature. So, while I feel bad about not streaming yesterday, in the end, I think it was worth it. So, yes, Layla, I did meet Chris Paul. So basically, he was promoting his book, 61. It's his autobiography. And he was in New York City. He was on The View. So they figured might as well send him to a high-end bookstore in Richwood, New Jersey, because Richwood is very it's a very it's a nice community. A very nice community. So oh no, he's definitely taller than me. I think not by much though. I would say maybe like 4 inches. But honestly, he's not that tall. But to be fair, I was expecting him to be a lot shorter than he was. So, what's up, CJ? Yeah. You know what? I'm done with the Mets at this point. Yeah, he plays with... Yeah, that's why it seems like he's so small, because he plays with all those other tall guys, but in reality, he is a tall dude. Definitely taller than me, and I'm 5'8". So, I guess I'm on the short end. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had to buy his book in order to get that picture with him. But you know what? It's fine because I have an interest in reading sports biographies anyway. So there's that viral meme where hits a huge 3 that cut the lead to 4 of 47. I'm 5'8". We're average height. Okay, CJ, if you say so. I mean, to me he was tall. But I guess to others, he's short. I don't know. Personally, I don't really care what defines short or tall these days. Might be cancel culture that they don't like to refer to it that way, because you'll offend people who are really tall or really short. Whatever. This needs to pick up. They need a lot of help. Yeah, I totally agree, Layla. Totally agree. Their starting pitching is their Achilles heel, which is very ironic considering where the season began. Strike 3, sit down. Very ironic. You would have thought with Justin Verlander, Scherzer, and Kodai Senga being here, plus there was hope that, Carrasco would build off of his rather impressive 2022 campaign. And then you hope that Tyler McGill would be back to full health when he was back. You would have thought this was a solid rotation. But nope. Verlander overpaid. Scherzer's too inconsistent. Senga, if he doesn't get his forkball going, he's useless. McGill is streaky. And Carrasco is just awful. Strike. Oh, sorry. 400. Wait, how can you see those stats? 461 in MLB. How can you see that? Because we might as well. Well, Layla, this is what happens. You know, guy has one of his best years in the Cy Young. You know, unfortunately, unless he's going to repeat that, and keep in mind, Verlander is in his late 30s. So I don't know what the Mets were honestly thinking, giving him that much money with the expectation he was going to be exactly what he was. Hover over the game. Oh, hour. Okay. Landon, you need to be careful with the HRS shortened, because I read that as home runs. Not hours. So, you gotta be careful with that. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Unfortunately, I can't go back to the main screen and check myself, because that would end the stream. So I can't check. I wish I could, but I can't. I will tell you, I think it's over 300 hours. Oh, okay. Well, I was curious myself. I believe it's over 300. I mean, I stream this game 4 to 5 times a week for 3 hours. Not to mention what I do on the weekend, because this is one of the games that I play on the weekend when I'm bored. So, I think what another way of saying that is I need to go outside and touch grass. What is grass? Strike 3, sit down. Kershaw had a vintage Kershaw-like season. If only Verlander could be. Layla, grass is that purple stuff, right? I don't know. I don't know, to be sure.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Would it burn me if I touch it? How much of an effort do I actually have to do to touch it? Crazy. Never understood this concept of grass. What's your perception of Ohtani? Ohtani is elite as a pitcher. He's elite. By far, one of the best pitchers we have in this game. Yeah, he is elite. I don't think there's a better pitcher than him. I don't think there is. Strike 3, sit down. Absolutely better than Kershaw. Absolutely. All right, Landon. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I'll let you know what happens with if I get David Wright. I should be able to. I should. It might take me a couple games because the whole XP thing. Not to mention Griffey's probably gonna need another game for XP, so it'll probably take. It'll probably take a couple games. Super close to David? What do you mean, CJ? David who? Oh, you're talking about... Yes. Yes, I am like 3 set 2 cards away from David Wright. Yeah, 3. Griffey Jr. will make it 2. And then if I just grind the June Tops Now program... I mean... That's it. I just need 2 cards from that in order to get David Wright. Ugh. So, again, like I said at the beginning, CJ, there can be a lot of things that get accomplished today. You know, Taiwan Walker could likely become my next P5 player. Strike 3, sit down. I can get I'm gonna get Griffey in this stream, and I'm probably gonna get David Wright too. So a lot of things can get accomplished in this stream tonight. Again, could have been done yesterday, but I didn't plan on meeting Chris Paul yesterday. I actually thought it was going to be today. I thought the meet and greet with Chris Paul was supposed to be today. But I looked at the thing again and I realized it was yesterday. So I was like, okay, I gotta go out there. I gotta go out there. Not that I'm doing anything better. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off for the Lions, the catcher, Harry Ford.
But it's all right. Better late than never. And by the way, guys, they just announced the Switch It Up event that I guess it's going to come out tomorrow. And they just announced that Eduardo Escobar is going to be part of that event. Now, personally, if he weren't a Mets card, I would not be grinding for him. I wouldn't care. He's going to be off the Mets, I'm pretty sure, by the trade deadline. So, I wouldn't care. But because this is a Mets card, and you guys know I always try to get my Mets cards, so expect tomorrow to start grinding on the Switch It Up event. We're going to go for 20 wins. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But I'm determined. So definitely expect that tomorrow. And also Friday, do not expect a stream. I will, I'll repeat myself on Thursday and just say that again. But Friday, I'm working a 1 to 9 shift, so there will be no stream because I will not get back until, I want to say, let's see, we'll catch a 9:30 bus. 10, yeah, no. Too late for me to stream. So Saturday, I'll likely pick up the event again, and I'll likely do a stream on Sunday as well. So that is what my plan is. If there is any subject to change, I will let you guys know. But for the most part, that's what you can expect. The diving catches screw me.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Come on. Don't catch it. No one catch it. There we go. Nice. All that XP. Very good. Nice. And Vladimir Guerrero is going to get in on the hit parade, on the home run parade. Again. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm not, at this point, I'm not surprised that the Mets dropped the series to the Astros. I wasn't expecting a miracle. At this point, they have frustrated me to the point where I don't care anymore.
Leading
I don't.
off for the Rockies, the right fielder, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Layla. Yes, it was. I was lucky enough that I got there early enough that,
One ball,
you know,
one strike.
I wasn't waiting long to get inside. I would say once Chris got there, I mean, again, they were trying to get the whole thing over with because Chris had to go somewhere else. But
0-1.
yeah, there were quite a number of people. I saw a lot of people with his New Orleans Hornets jersey. I saw a lot of Phoenix jerseys, which I was kind of surprised about. I didn't see too many Clipper jerseys. So, but yes, it was very packed. He was also giving away. They were also doing autograph book signings as well. They were like, if you pre-ordered it, you would have gotten it at the event, but they sold out. They sold out of books, so I couldn't get it. I have to pre-order it, and I gave them my address so that they can mail it to me.
Number 64,
And like I said, I'm probably gonna read it because I mean, I always had an interest in sports biographies.
0-1.
Yeah, and again, it's not like a personal note that he's offering. Like, it's probably just him signing the inside cover. You know, Chris Paul, whatever.
the left fielder, Ken
Yeah.
Griffey.
I don't think that's going to happen. Too expensive. Too expensive. The Nets are probably still reeling from all those contracts that they gave to Irving and Harden and Durant. Yeah. Let him be someone else's problem. That was clearly a disaster. People say that they should have went further in the playoffs if it weren't for Irving being hurt in, I guess it was 2021. But you know what? They had multiple opportunities to be in the playoffs and go far, and they didn't. So, I don't buy that whole argument. I say it was the biggest super team build failure probably of this decade. I mean, it was a failure. And you would have thought that the Nets would have learned their lesson after the fact that they traded all their first round picks for much of the 2010s for an aging Pierce, Garnett, and Terry. You would have thought that they would have learned, but no, they didn't. Oh yeah, lol Mets, lol Nets. That's what it should be. God Almighty. I really hope the Nets just like stop with the team build thing. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's, the Mets have the highest payroll in the MLB, and they haven't won a freaking series since they swept the Phillies at the end of May. We're close to the end of June. You're going a whole month without winning a series. You're not making the playoffs that way. You're not.
Number 55.
So I don't blame them. And I'm sorry, Steve Cohen. Welcome to being the owner. Although, to be fair, he's already been through this in 2021 when the Mets were struggling. So this doesn't really. He should be used to it at this point. I think he still understands that Met fans do want him. It's just they're angry that it's not working out right now. Yeah, I guess. We could be like the Oakland A's. Already, what was it, 27 games out or something like that when I checked this, when I checked the AL West
Ball one, no
standings.
strike.
It's just embarrassing is what it is. Not just for the Mets, like for all of New York sports, because the Yankees are struggling too. They are nothing without Aaron Judge. It does, but you know, and I talked about this in my stream on on Monday. I said the Mets and the Yankees are lacking what the other team has. The Mets don't have a superstar like they do, like the Yankees do in Judge. They don't. And honestly, you get that superstar, a whole different ball game. No, not Lindor. Lindor is not a superstar. He is a top shortstop, but he is not a superstar. Not in the caliber that Aaron Judge or Pete Alonso. He's close. He's close. He's close. He's not quite there yet. Not quite. Like the best comparison I can make is to Aaron Judge, and I think it's a fair comparison because pretty much Pete Alonso and Aaron Judge have very similar playing styles, which is let's hit the ball as hard as we can, as far as we can.
Hey.
And while Alonso will have the rookie record, Judge has an MVP to his name. He also has the He has 61 home runs, or 60. Actually, more than 61 home runs in a single season, which Pete Alonso does not have. And really, the Yankees just marketed the hell out of Judge. They were like, that's the guy we're going to go with as our top guy. And it's worked out. For the Mets, like, it would be Pete Alonso, but could you also make the argument for Francisco Lindor? How about Max Scherzer? How about Justin Verlander? Although Verlander not so much these days. Or what about Edwin Diaz? I don't know much about MLB, but can one losing player really cause catastrophes to a team? Like the Yankees don't lose. Like there's 8 players in the lineup, you know. Yep, that is exactly the problem. If the Yankees had a lineup similar to what the Mets have, but they have Judge in it, the Yankees would win over 100 games. They wouldn't even be in the bottom of their division right now. But that's what I'm saying. The Mets have the lineup to be solid 1 through 9, but they don't have that superstar that is going to lead them. As for the Yankees, they have that superstar, Aaron Judge, but they don't have anyone else around him. You see what I'm saying? Like, each team can solve the other's problem. Each team's lineup can solve the other's problem. You know? Strike 3, sit down. So, I'm sure they will, but they better do it soon. You let the month of June get away from you. Don't forget that July you're not going to have as many games because of the All-Star break. So, the deadline is the end of July. The last day in July. Honestly, I expect that Eduardo Escobar, Mark Canha, and Hell, I'll throw Tomas Nido, and I'll even throw Starling Marte up there as well. I think they're the ones that are likely going to get traded at the trade deadline. Yep.
The bat, number 11.
Yep, exactly. What a team does at the trade deadline tells you where their team is at. So, nope. Sorry. The Angels already said that they're not giving away Ohtani at the trade deadline. And honestly, Layla, I wouldn't even trade for Ohtani at the deadline. I wouldn't do it. Because the Angels are going to want all the prospects that the Mets have in order to get Ohtani. Plus, there's no guarantee that Ohtani even wants to sign an extension. So the Mets might get half a year. And this is where they got to learn their lesson from the Javier Baez trade that they did in 2021. They gave up their top outfielding prospect in Pete Crow Armstrong to the Cubs for Javier Baez, who only played half a season with the Mets and then signed with the Tigers. So what did the Mets end up getting out of that? Just a half a season of Javier Baez, and you don't want that. You don't want that as a team. And the same situation could apply to Shohei Ohtani, because Ohtani may not want to play in New York. Maybe he wants to play out in the West Coast. I've heard teams like Seattle, San Francisco, San Diego. Those are the teams that I'm hearing could possibly have the best chance of landing him. Sure, the Mets can offer the most money, but is money important to Ohtani, or is it location? And right now, it sounds like location is more important. Which I really respect that of Ohtani. I really respect that. He knows what his value is. He knows. So it will be a very interesting offseason. Plus, there's the chance that Ohtani may not even leave. He may just be an Angel. That's always a possibility. I don't see that happening personally, because I'm sure he wants to win. Why doesn't he like it? Well, I'm sure he likes to have his family watch him. And think about it, in Japan, it would be a lot easier to watch West Coast games than it would be to watch East Coast games. You know, that's why I think Ichiro stayed in Seattle for so long. But then again, you can always point to former players like Hideki Matsui playing with the Yankees, or Kaz Matsui playing with the Mets, and say, well, those guys played on the East Coast and they didn't care. I guess it's just personal preference. So that's all I'm saying, is that I would not trade for Ohtani. You say Kikuchi? Absolutely. He's in Toronto right now. In fact, he pitched a freaking gem against the Mets when he was in New York, when they came to New York. But he did start with Seattle, so
Inside, ball one.
I don't know. I really can't explain it, but I feel like that might be the biggest reason that you see a lot more Japanese players on the West Coast than on the East Coast. Strike three, sit down. Again, I'm not saying it's the reason. I'm willing to bet it's one of the reasons.
0-1's the count.
So we'll see what happens. I encourage the Mets not to be dumb. Like, if they've determined that the season is over and they're not competing, then start trading away pieces. It just depends on what their record looks like when they get to the trade deadline. Even before then, I would say around the All-Star game. If they're still in a losing record, strike three, sit down. You know, like several games, I would say maybe 15 games below 500. Well, actually, that's not realistic, but if by the trade deadline if they need like 10 wins to be at 500, I would say they're selling. And they're likely going to get rid of guys like, you know, Hanna, Marte, Escobar, and Nito. They're not going to give away their big pieces. They're not going to give away Lindor. Well, they can't really give him away. They're not going to give away Scherzer or Verlander. You know, they would be dumb to trade away David Robertson. They need to keep him. But if they get back to 500 by the trade deadline, you know, if they have a solid month of July, then I would say they are absolutely buyers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the tradition.
I mean, teams look at the contract the Mets offered him. Yeah, I think his contract is too high, and I don't think any other team wants that contract.
0-1.
So I don't see Verlander moving. Plus, I think, I don't think Cohen is going to let that happen anyway. He's got a short-term contract. He's only got 2 years, but he's making, I want to say he's like making $40 million a year. Let me double check. Justin Verlander contract. Let's see. Yeah, so he's 86 million. So we're talking 43 million a year.
Ball one.
No team is gonna want that contract. Yep. He basically just played him like a fiddle. Strike three, sit down.
Now batting, catcher, Alvarez.
But that's what the players want more of. They want shorter deals for more money. That's what they want. Well, Steve Cohen doesn't really care. He's willing to spend the money. He's already proven that. But yeah, that happens sometimes with these contracts. You believe you're getting great players with these big contracts, and the reality is you're not. I think Cohen should just be thankful that it's only a 2-year contract. Because if it were longer, he'd be screwed. At least 2 years, not to mention Scherzer is going to have a player option. So you could get rid of Scherzer and Verlander at the same time next offseason. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hell, even I'm going off on him. Honestly, I've been saying it. He's overpaid and underperforming. That's it. You know, and you can make the same case for Francisco Lindor. Getting $37.5 million, or actually, I forget. It should be. I want to say it's 37 here. Hold on.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It's a $34 million. It's a $34 million contract, or $34 million a year contract for 10 years.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Dante.
He may. I mean, some wins. We'd like to get a lot of wins from Scherzer, but something's not right. Something's just not right. It's very rare that, you know, across the board the starting rotation struggles. It kind of leads me to believe that there's something wrong with the pitching. Like, the pitching coach is the problem, not because it's very rare. Like, one or two players you can blame that on them. But all 5 starting pitchers,
The batter, number 11.
yeah, there has to be some. Jeremy Hefner, something is wrong, because this is clearly not the same pitching that they had from last year. And no, I'm not blaming it on Edwin Diaz's injury at the beginning of the season, because the bullpen is not the problem. The problem is the starting pitching. Some people just want to blame the bullpen. The bullpen would be fine. It would be fine if the starting pitching didn't give up so much.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Darrow.
Because it's easier just to let their contracts run out and let them earn their value or earn their salary, rather than fire them and be forced to pay them all that money or buy them out of their contract.
Nope.
That being said, Hefner could easily be let go at the end of this season. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I also wouldn't be surprised if Billy Epler ends up out as Mets GM at the end of the season. And so, I'm not sure about this, but some people are calling for Buck Showalter to be out as manager at the end of the season.
That's out.
Well, maybe, but here's the thing, Layla. Any kind of change you make mid-season is going to be a tough adjustment. Whether it's a player or a coach, it's always a tough adjustment in the middle of the season.
0-2.
It always is. So, because you got to build that relationship. You have to.
Did he go?
Strike 3, sit down.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies,
You know?
number 52, Daniel.
Woo, Arenado. Hot damn. Right on the concourse. I love it. 462. Dang. So, that's why I say it's easier. Because at least then you have an off season so that these pitchers can get more familiar with the pitching coach rather than try to work it out on the fly during the regular season. Now, maybe a situation gets so bad that they do end up firing a coach. That's always a possibility. In fact, the Phillies did it last year, and, you know, the Phillies actually made it work. Exactly. Yeah, the offense is performing. That's not the problem. The problem is the starting pitching putting them in that hole. If the starting pitching didn't do that, then then they would win a lot more games. That's why I'm saying, like, there is something wrong with the starting pitching, and I'm led to believe that it's something that Jeremy Hefner is doing, because you can blame a bad performance on one or two pitchers, but not the entire starting rotation.
Now batting, the first
They could, but who are they going to get? They can't get some big name to come here, because then like, their problem is not, well, yeah, Verlander is struggling, so is Scherzer. No, that is not happening. They are not giving up Nimmo. Personally, I think the guys that are untouchable: Nimmo, McNeil, Alonso, Lindor, and Alvarez. Beatty too, but a little iffy on that. And besides Layla, they can't give up draft picks. Trading draft picks in the MLB is a lot harder to do than in the NBA or the NFL. A lot harder. You just can't do it. Because they have a Rule 5 draft, which means any prospect that is taken off a team's roster, they are compensated with a pick, depending on whether or not that player ends up on the Major League roster. Because in that Rule 5 draft, if you're taking someone, it's saying, okay, we need this guy to be on our Major League roster now. And if that guy is not on the 40-man roster for their team, then they are available to be chosen. Rule 5 draft is very complicated, but that's usually where the pick compensations end up. So, but no, trading pick. You don't trade picks in baseball. You trade prospects or aging veterans in the minor leagues. Very rarely is there a big trade like with what the Mets did in 2015, where they traded Fulmer and I forget who the other guy was, for Cespedes. And that was the steal of the decade. I'll tell you right there. You know what? I don't think the Dodgers are going to give up Kershaw. I don't see it happening, because at this point, Kershaw is in LA for the loyalty. No.
No left field. Charlie.
That's just not how it works. I'm sorry, Layla. Besides, what can Kershaw teach pitching prospects that Scherzer and Verlander can't?
There you go.
So it's just not going to happen. They're not going to let the Dodgers are not going to let Kershaw go, and the Mets are probably not going to end up with him anyway.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No, Verlander teaches, because he was helping one of the relief pitchers, Drew Smith, a very young pitcher. Verlander was telling him, use your fastball more. Use your fastball. He was teaching. So,
Time of the ball.
their performance right now has no impact on whether or not they can teach prospects. And there we go. Taijuan Walker is officially a P5, superfractored. Long time in the making, for sure. What do you get? I know I didn't get the... Okay, so that leads me to believe that, yeah, Griffey Sr. is done. Absolutely. Absolutely, Layla. That's exactly how some trades go down in Major League Baseball. The teams trade them and say we'll cover this amount of the contract if you take them off our hands. That's exactly how some trades go down. Absolutely, you can do that in baseball. Okay, well, I don't feel like doing a whole 9-inning game again for this. I feel like if we do a couple conquest games, we are likely going to get Griffey Jr. And I got no one out of that. How nice. Got a couple Reds players. That's great. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to... Let's see. Should we throw Bumgarner in there? I feel like we should. Yeah, I think Bumgarner would be my best option. So we'll throw Bumgarner in there, but we're definitely going to pitch a lot with Ohtani and get him super factored. All right. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking this is a solid squad, and I think I can get this. Done. Again, the end goal, obviously, to get Griffey Jr., but it's also to get to move on to the Tops Now program, so that I can move, right. God damn it, dogs. Alright. Well, that's a possibility. But I think the Brewers are competing, so I'm not sure that the Brewers want to give up Corbin Burns. If it were earlier in the year, then I would say yes, go for Corbin Burns. But again, like, the whole problem with the Mets is not having... They don't have a pitcher who can be consistently good. But they don't need a top of the rotation guy. They need a guy who's middle of the rotation or is going to be the back half of it.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Batting second, the left field.
I don't know who the Mets could possibly go after, but they need someone. I mean, ironically speaking, maybe they could go for someone like Adam Wainwright. Might not be, definitely not the best pitcher in baseball, but since the Cardinals are struggling this year, hold on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But Wainwright might not be a bad option. Strike 3, sit down. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, honestly. I can't justify it. There is literally no excuse for the Mets. Maybe it's just, I don't know. J-Tag, we're having this discussion about the struggles of the Mets starting pitchers. Do you think it's on the fault of the starting pitchers, or do you think it's on the fault of Jeremy Hefner? Because I feel like if you have one or two pitchers, you can blame it on them. But the entire rotation is struggling, so I feel like you got to blame the coaching. Yeah. You know, something's wrong. Something is different about Hefner. I don't know what happened, but he's clearly he's not getting the consistency out of Scherzer and Verlander, or Senga, or Carrasco, or McGill, or you know, and then not to mention what's going to happen when I wouldn't say it was bad. Towards the end of the year, it was bad. Mr. Panda Doge, welcome into the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How you doing? Yeah, it wasn't bad except for the last part of the year. Yeah. Yeah, J-Tag summed it up correctly. You know, it wasn't as bad as it is this year. It's very bad. You're good? I'm doing all right, man. We're just talking about the Mets struggle with starting pitching. Are you a Mets fan, or are you a fan of a different team? I seriously, and I hear you. I can't even watch him myself. Can't watch him. No, Phillies. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mark Pryor Jr., you mean, Layla? Because Mark Pryor has not pitched for a long time. Well, that's alright, Panda. I know a couple of streamers who are Phillies fans, and they ain't bad. They ain't bad. Yes, they absolutely do. Mark Pryor, the coach. You're not gonna lure him away from wherever he is. How about that, Harry Ford? Pitching coach, but you are definitely not luring Mark Pryor away from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Forget it. Goodbye? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope I see you. I see you back in my stream. Oh, goodbye to the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Yeah, that was a shot from Harry Ford. Definitely one of the underrated cards from set 1. I've loved using the Harry Ford card for throughout set 1. And I mean, hell, I'm still using him today. Of course, I'm not going to be able to use him much longer because he's going to be I'm not going to be able to use him online. So means I have to find another catcher. I'm hopeful that eventually they'll release a Mike Piazza card. I feel like they will, but we'll see. I mean, I personally don't play online a whole lot, so the set things don't really bother me. Unless the sets, unless with the sets they decide that the cards are no longer usable in the game after a while. I mean, I think it's a cool concept because it because it basically keeps stuff fresh throughout the year. But with that being said, now you're now all those cards that you grinded for in set 1, well, they're going to be useless in once set 3 comes out, and same thing for set 2 when set 4 comes out, and so on and so on. So there are positives, and then there are also negatives with it. Personally, as long as I can still play with the cards, then I really don't care. Like, I still want to get this Edwin Diaz P5. Feel bad for the people with the high-level set 1 cards. Well, I mean, they should have gotten them sooner. I mean, I grinded a lot for Pete Alonso, for Edwin Diaz.
Batting in, the third baseman,
Hey, Layla, honestly, like, I'm sure a lot of the Mets fan base would agree with you. Sometimes pitchers don't always translate well to pitching coaches. And here's the thing. Hefner was never a starting pitcher. He was just a relief pitcher for the Mets. I feel like you need a starting. If you're gonna go with a pitcher as a pitching coach, you need a starting pitcher or someone who had.
Nope, that's a ball.
Yeah. Exactly, Layla. Omega low. Stop. God damn it. That's alright.
Too high.
Yep. So, I don't know who they would get as a pitching coach, but they need someone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it needs to be a former starter, not just a reliever. Okay, so, in the show, definitely Pete Alonso. This Edwin Diaz card. Yamamoto, I just got him up to P5. The Harry Ford card that I was talking about before, definitely him. Ooh, look at that. Only need one more. So, let me think. Who else? The Lindor card I enjoy. And I also enjoy Francisco Alvarez's card. And, what do you mean by favorite in real life? Like, are you asking if I collect baseball cards in real life? Or are you asking, like, who's my favorite player in real life? Favorite player in real... okay, favorite player in real life. Okay. Alright, thank you for clarifying. Yeah, I gotta say it's Pete Alonso. Pitching-wise, if DeGrom were still on the Mets, I would say him, but obviously he just, now he's out until 2025. Excuse me. So, and he's not on the Mets anymore anyway. Verlander or Mad Max? Give me Mad Max. He's the one who's been very consistent, or he's the one that's at least won some games for the Mets. I think Verlander has only got 1 or 2 wins. And the rest are all, like, L's. So give me Scherzer, because he's got more than just a couple wins this year. Isn't it great to see the Angels likely? Well, I think it's well deserved for Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. Do I think they're going to go far? Not really, but who knows? October baseball is way different than baseball now. Verlander is being overpaid? Absolutely, Panda. You just missed the whole conversation about this. Verlander is overpaid, $43 million a year. And, yeah, I totally agree. Oh, you gotta go? Alright. Thanks, Panda. Appreciate you being here. Hope I'll see you again soon. You're actually a really you're actually a really fun person to talk to. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I will say, with the Phillies, I respect their talent. Like, the Phillies are no joke. I've never underestimated the Phillies. I think they are just as dangerous of a team as any other in the NL East. Just as dangerous. What are they calling for? They want the slider. Okay. Strike 3, sit down. And people are like saying that because they went on that bad stretch that they're done. They're not done. They went through a similar thing last year where they were terrible and they ended up going all the way to the World Series. Oh, wait. Ohtani pitching against the Dodgers. Yeah. Is it against Kershaw? Then that's going to be a really interesting matchup. Kershaw versus Ohtani. Oh, the bullpen? One of those games. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Well, who knows? Ohtani can have a bad game. It's always possible. Plus, Dodger Stadium is a really hard stadium to get a lot of hits. It's definitely a pitcher's ballpark, so. Oh, it's at Angel Stadium. Gotcha. I thought it was at Dodger Stadium. My bad. My bad on that one. Well, actually, they're known as the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So Anaheim is in their name. In fact, they were known as the Angels of Anaheim for a while before they started calling themselves Los Angeles. That was in the early to mid 2000s. Excuse me. Yeah, but in general, I'm sorry. In general, like, sports teams for Anaheim, they're kind of weird because, like, you have the Ducks of Anaheim, or I think they go by the Anaheim Ducks now. Yep. You know, but I think they were referred to as the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim at one point. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but very weird. Anaheim Angels. Well, again, they were referred to as the Angels of Anaheim. They were not the Anaheim Angels. They were the Angels of Anaheim. I don't know why they went with that. That to me, it's weird. But whatever. Not my choice. Not my choice. My choice was to stick with the orange and blue, and look at what I'm getting now. Now, no. Now that would either go to Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani. But for a while, yeah, Trout was known as the LeBron James of the MLB. Now, no, absolutely not. Damn, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., okay. I see ya. I see ya. Oh, I see. Okay. I guess it really depends on... I guess it depends on who you ask, because for some people, they still believe that LeBron is still good. Me, personally, I have a bias against LeBron because I've never liked him. I always thought he was a very selfish player who just went to whatever team he felt like and just basically ran it how he wanted, just built up whatever he wanted.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
LeMickey? LeGM? Yeah, LeGM. That's basically what he was. Look at Miami, look at Cleveland, and look at Los Angeles now. All LeBron's doing. Now he's got his NBA rings, so I'll give him that. But for the most part, you can pretty much expect that they weren't going to do much. Yep. That he did. And you know what? Good on Kuzma for becoming a star. Good on him. I don't know what they're telling me to... They want the slider. They always want the slider. Strike 3, sit down. Hopefully that's enough to be able to get the program done. I have a feeling it is. It is. There we go. Ken Griffey Jr. Alright. Is there a Michael Jordan of the MLB? I mean, Griffey Jr., you could argue. Do you mean currently, or do you mean, like, just baseball in general? All time. Yeah, that would be one Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is definitely regarded as the GOAT. Yep. You could also argue Ken Griffey Jr., the card that I just pulled. You could also argue the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. So I gotta choose between Either Incognito or Keiju. Actually, that's likely gonna help me. Yep. Yes, he did. He broke. I think he broke the record for the most home runs hit by a pitcher in a single season. I think that was the record, but you gotta double check me on that. All right, let's see. Who are we going with? We could go with Rendon. We could also go with Bieber. I really don't like Damon. He's got no power. Well, no power against lefties. Shane Bieber, what are his stats? Pretty solid. No velocity, though. And then Anthony Rendon. Yeah, we'll go with Rendon. So that actually makes my job a lot easier because I thought I was just gonna get one set 2 card, but I'm actually gonna get. All right, a diamond, but no cards I need for. There we go. Yeah, that was the record. Most strikeouts by a pitcher with 100 home runs. Yeah, but I already have these guys. I already have them, so honestly, it's probably just better off going with the Dallas. And then quick sell them. That's MLB The Show for you. Plus, the Rangers are really breaking right now, so that really doesn't surprise me. Alright, well, the Father's Day program is complete. So if we go over to set 2 here, we are now 1 set 2 card away from David Wright. Y'all already know where I'm going. Y'all already know. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do that later. Let's go. I'll show you his card. I'll show you. I mean, again, as a Mets fan, I'm biased. I'm biased with David Wright, but look at these stats. Look at all these attributes. Layla, this is like David Wright is one of the if I were to put a Mount Rushmore of Mets players all time, David Wright would be up there. He would be up there with Seaver, Piazza. Oh God, who would I put up there with him? I feel like I gotta go Doc. Yeah, Doc Gooden. So, Seaver, Gooden, Piazza, and Wright. Those are not quite there for Alonso. Too early. He has the potential, but too early right now. So that's why I want that card so badly. And now I'm gonna get it. So hold on 1 second while I change the title here. Alright. Let's see what one of the moments are. Let's go with Jace Peterson. I don't want to do the 2-inning one. At least not yet. I mean, David Wright really meant a lot to the Mets franchise. Like, he was so good when he first got called up. I mean, he was a freaking all-star. Like, I want to say the first six, five, either, I want to say 4 out of the first 5 years of his career. But I could be wrong. We are going to go with Patrick Wisdom, and ladies and gentlemen, that is all I needed. Right there. Boom! Set 2. Give me David Wright. Give me David Wright. Oh! Yep, absolutely. Of course I got him. This is a choice pack. As long as I don't choose the wrong one, which I didn't. So, beautiful. Oh! Angelic choirs. So, oh my gosh. He's going to be in my lineup. He is going to be in my lineup. But first, I got to finish grinding Nolan Arenado. And I'm very close with Nolan. I'm very close with him. Oh, whoops. Absolutely. But for now, oh, you mean David Wright? Well, I'm not going to do any games with him right now. I'm going to finish up on this. I'm going to finish up on the June Tops Now program. And then, who knows, maybe I'll get a run in. Or I'll get a game in. I didn't see what the missions were, so I gotta look at that again. Oh God.
What you got?
Yeah, but I hate Andrew Abbott's wind-up. I really hate it. Strike 3, sit down. Okay, so there we go. I need to pitch 2 innings without giving up 2 hits or 2 walks, and I need to strike out 2 batters. Not a lot of strikeouts for a guy that's got 3 wins, and I don't know what his appearances are, or how many appearances he's had.
Oh.
Yep, that they are. That they are. They are hot right now. They are hot. June is a good month for the Cincinnati Reds. I will not be surprised if we see some Cincinnati Reds in the monthly awards program coming out next month.
That missed. That's a ball.
All before set 3 arrives.
No, that's down. Ball.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. All right, gonna have to pitch from the stretch. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Scherzer, he could not also. So, strike 3, sit down. Alright, I'm going to intentionally walk this batter, Brian Anderson, so that I can pitch from the stretch, because it's easier for me to pitch from the stretch than
Ball.
from the windup. Windup takes too long.
Ball.
Stretch means that you notice how he has a quicker delivery to home plate than he did when I didn't have any runners on base. That's what it means. So stretch means you don't do a windup. Alright, well, unfortunately that moment was a fail.
Peacock.
So now I gotta do it again. This is exactly why I didn't want to waste my time with this moment to get David Wright. Yep, absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. But you can also make it so that they don't do that. You know, there's a setting to have, yeah. But you, for the most part, you really don't get, you only get that as far as I know when you're playing against friends. Or if you do it in other game modes, but you can't do it in Diamond Dynasty.
Nope, that's it.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hard work. I went to.
You know what's also cool with David Wright? He's actually going to be one of the celebrity managers for the NYPD versus FDNY charity charity baseball game that they're doing at Citi Field. So I already bought my ticket to that, so I'm going to that. That's going to be August 10th, I want to say. So my hope is that I can, yeah, exactly. That's what my hope is, that I can meet him. It's going to be hard, though. No. He lives out in California. He lives out in California, so my best chance is going to be at the stadium.
Ball out.
No, probably not. Probably not. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. All right. Well, thank you for dropping by, Layla. I appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your night, okay? All right. Bye. I'll see you later.
0-1.
Or I'll see you likely tomorrow.
2. 0-2.
Strike 3, sit down. Got 1,000 stubs, which is nice. Gotta strike out. Okay. Excuse me. Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day definitely takes a toll on you. See, now Cosgrove is someone I could get behind in terms of pitching and windup and everything. So, I am definitely enjoying this. Strike 3, sit down.
Outside, that's the ball.
So overall, I can really look back on this stream and just say it was very successful in terms of accomplishments. You know, we got Taiwan Walker P5. We got Ken Griffey Jr. from the Father's Day program, so that's done. And then we also got David Wright. Strike 3, sit down. So this has really been quite a stream. You know? Alright, you guys already know that I'm gonna go with Arenado. I mean, Nebel, maybe, but it would have taken a lot of time. You know, but at least with Arenado, like if I do a full 9-inning game, I can get him done almost like quickly. Get done quickly. Quickly. Sorry. I really need to. Yeah. I'll stop. I don't want to offend anyone. That is not a home run, Benson. That is not a home run. They need more.
Ball.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting hungry right now. I mean, that's to be expected. It's 7:30. I haven't eaten dinner yet. But I'm not ending the stream quite yet. Not yet.
1-0.
I'll get as far as I can with the June Tops Now program,
1-1.
and then that'll likely be it. That way, I can set myself up for tomorrow to grind out Escobar. I mean, even if I don't get it done, you know, I could still, just go into the event. Like, no one said I had to finish what I started before going into the event. Like, the event is it's timely. You know, you don't get much time with it, so the sooner that, the better I'll be, or better off I'll be. And I'm really gonna have to try hard, because I don't know. Well, actually, maybe others won't want to grind out Escobar like I want to. After all, it is a pretty weak ass card, and not to mention, like, what's the why would I go for Escobar when I could easily have Chipper at third? I mean, like I said, I'm going to get him because he's a Mets player. But I'm just saying, other people might not grind the event because the reward is not to their liking. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have gone with Nebel. I don't know.
0-1.
Whatever, I already made my choice at this point, so I have to stick with it. Come on, Benson, I need a home run. That is not a home run, that is a double play.
The right fielder, number 30.
Again with the... God damn it. No, that's not going to have enough. Oh, another guy that should be traded? Daniel Vogelback. I forgot about him. Forgot about Vogelback. Yeah, he's another one that should be gone from the team. I mean, you get an aging veteran down in minors. That's it. Dang, I'm not hitting the home run. God, why does Benson have to have such a low vision? And I'm pretty sure it's his vision. Yeah, look at this. His vision is 43. What the hell? Oh my God, that's even worse than Judge. No wonder why I'm not hitting any home runs. Like, Jesus Christ. How the hell does this guy have 43 vision? My God.
Ball outside.
I mean, he sort of makes up for it with the fact that he's got 92 speed, but still, like, this kid's got no vision. What the hell am I gonna do? Wow, slider right down the middle, and I dropped the PCI. Dang.
That's the ball. He's up. Hey!
I am sorry, guys. Unfortunately, the vision does not help me. It does not help me. And the fact that I need a home run, too, even worse. There we go, finally. Yep, perfect is what it took. No surprise. Low vision, yeah. Makes total sense. Brendan Crawford. I forgot he's a, yeah, I forgot about that. Cody Clemens, oh God. You're gonna have me play as the son of a crook. Jesus. By the way, I definitely shouted that to him when the Phillies were playing the Mets. I definitely shouted at him that his father was a crook. Because Roger Clemens was a crook. He lied to Congress. That's a criminal offense. He may not have served time, but he's a criminal. He's a crook. Yeah, I'm not going to push it. Yep, there we go. Alright. Gray Kessinger. Alright, got pitched 2 innings with Randy Vasquez.
First pitch, 7:36.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning does not do me any favor. I'll be so glad when the weekend gets started. Strike 3, sit down.
The center fielder, Luis Ramos.
Strike three, sit down.
Hey.
Strike three, sit down.
Nope. Ball one. Count 1-0. Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Strike three, sit down. Dang. Maybe this kid's actually going to be good for my squad. I don't know.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh, no. That scared the living hell out of me. I heard it. It was a perfect hit. And it wouldn't have gotten out, but it sounded like it could have. God damn. Oh, God. Okay, now that my heart is back down to normal beats. Next.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Ball, inside.
Gonna be caught. Damn. Not only that, but it also has to be a. Unfortunately, the guy on second has 36 speed, so it needs to be not just a hit. It needs to be like an extra base hit in order for him to score on time, you know, or be able to score.
He's out.
They foul it off? Okay. Weird. I don't know how I fouled it off, but okay. Excuse me. Gonna be enough. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. Let's go. Alright, there's the crook's son. Gotta steal one base with Esturi Ruiz.
Hey. Hey.
No, no. No, I'm not doing it that way. Damn it, he took away my stolen base by getting that extra base hit. Damn it. Come on, Noda. damn it. Damn it. Thank you, finally. Ah, the man with the low vision. Even lower than Aaron Judge. Alright, extra base hit. An extra base hit along with another hit is what I need from Coco Montes. Oh, excuse me. Ding down for a hit because that was obviously an error. There we go. There's my extra base hit. Now I just need a hit. And there we go. So that moment was clearly easier than a lot of the other ones. Nolan Jones. Come on, it's Coors Field. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ah! They took it away. They took it away. Dang.
Count 1-0. Ball back outside.
Dang, look at that. 125 power? Holy sh... Okay. Got that Aaron Judge pop. Well, it's clearly not a home run. Hell, it's not even a base hit. There we go. That'll do it. Okay. 2 more moments to go, right? Oh my god, I can't get over the fact that Brandon Crawford is a relief pitcher. But my question is, why did they even use this many relief pitchers for the Giants? Like, if they're up 13-3, why do you need to go to a position player as your relief pitcher? Shouldn't have even used any relief pitchers at all.
Ball. 2-1.
Strike 3, sit down. Wait, I'm actually curious about this. Hold on. Oh, they don't give them batting stats. Or at least not good ones anyway. This is crazy. This is so freaking crazy. Strike 3, sit down. Alright. Tom Cosgrove. And the last one we'll be able to get is Will Brennan. And then after that, it's just getting the XP with Arenado and doing a getting 1000 XP with oh god, I shouldn't have put my foot up against my knee. I worked out my knees and oh boy. The good news is that at least I'll have starting pitchers to work with. Or I'll have a starting pitcher to work with. Come on, dude. Oh my god, look at... Wait a minute, what? How does a guy with 87 vision have that low or that small of an inner PCI? I need that explained to me. I get he doesn't have a lot of power, but like, goddamn. Okay, there we go. They fixed it apparently. I don't know how they fixed it because that inner PCI was a lot smaller in the previous when I was reaching for one compared to that last one where I flew out to left. Oh my god, can I just get a freaking hit, please? Just give me the hit so I can end this moment and be able to move on to the play versus CPU. Oh, god dang it! Okay, that's a hit for sure. That is definitely a hit. Alright. Should be it in terms of the moments. Yeah, so now we gotta do week 2 players, which again, like I said, we have a couple relief pitchers as well as starting pitcher Randy Vasquez. So we're going to have Arenado as well. Again, all I need for him is just get 250 XP. So let's go ahead and build this squad. Whoops. Hold on. Yes. Let's see. We need Cody Clemens. The son of a crook. And then, I forget who the others were. My bad. Will Brennan was right field. Esteri Ruiz was center. Will Benson, I will likely, I don't know. Yeah, I'll likely put him at DH. Clemens is already first base. Coco Montez is second base. Gray Kessinger is shortstop. So we have a shortstop, a second baseman, 2 right fielders, and 1 center fielder. No, not those guys. There he is. Reese. And we need, who was it? Coco Montez. There we go. Shortstop was, Gray Kessinger. Right there. I said right field. It's either Nolan Jones or... No, definitely not Suzuki. Definitely not him. Will Brennan, yeah, Will Brennan, and then at DH, put Nolan Jones. Hold on, I'll filter it this way. Yeah. What the hell? Where's Nolan Jones? Do I not have him? I thought I did. Oh, I didn't because Nolan would have been next. My bad. So who was the right fielder then? Oh, Will Benson. That's right. Will Benson. That's Pittsburgh. Brewers. There we go. There he is. Will Benson. And then... Nolan Arenado. Alright, let me step out for a minute so that I can do... Randy Vasquez. And then... These are only if I need them. I likely won't need them. Where is Brandon Crawford? There he is. So I'll just throw the relievers in here if I need them. I likely won't need them, but can never be too sure. Okay, so we got our lineup set. Somewhat. Hold on. Harry Ford. And in left field, we have Randy Arozarena. So, as it's going to work, Nolan Arenado is going to be leading off for us. Benson can play second. Actually, let's do that. Because I'd rather have the power in... Alright, and Is Ford further along than Rosarena? No. So, Rosarena is gonna... Alright. Now that we got that done. Randy... Sorry. Yeah, so full 9-inning game. Because I need to make sure that Arenado gets as many at-bats as possible. Because he needs 250 XP. Which is a lot. Okay, shot. Fuck! Ah, yes, the guy with the low vision. Lower than Aaron Judge. And of course he's going to smoke one to right field. Please let him score, let him score. Yes, sir. Oh, excuse me. Nope. Nope. I don't care if it was offline. There was no way.
Steal! Too high.
Nice. Hey, more XP. More XP. Where am I at? 2 outs, so...
That's bolted.
Ah, too perfect. Damn.
Oh, and 1. No ball, 2 strikes.
Well, like I said, I need strikeouts with Vasquez.
Yeah.
So that I can, so I could get even more XP. Oh, come on, Charlie.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Strike 3, sit down. Finally. Making me work for that one.
That's outside. Nope, That's the ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Aye.
I don't know what they're asking for. Sinker. Strike 3, sit down. Alright, now the part of the lineup that I really don't give a damn about.
Runner! Hey! He's safe.
Nice.
Timeout.
Whoa, charge the mound, charge it. What the heck? I love how Ford didn't even react to that. He just stood still, took it, and went on it and went ahead to first.
Count 1-0.
Like, damn, dude. Okay.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Nice couple RBIs for Arenado there. That'll certainly help out with the XP. I'd like to see him get home runs, but, you know, whatever. And Luis is going to get a home run.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Number 39.
With 56 power, 56 power, he gets a home run. Let's see, can Will steal? He can, and he will.
He's going. Oh! No, he's safe.
A little bit slower than I would have liked, but at the end of the day, he got it done. Fortunately, that's not going to be able to bring Benson home. Unfortunately.
The first baseman, number 23, Cody Clemens.
He's safe.
Yeah. So the runner scores, but unfortunately no RBI and no base hit because they ruled it in there. Of course they did. Yeah, 64 speed now. Especially since that was a one hopper right on the dot. Alright, Arosarena. Fine, you want all the RBIs. I get it.
Your attention please.
They didn't even let Sutter finish out the inning. They didn't want him to.
Runner.
Uh-oh. He may be out. No, he's not. Thought it was a bad jump, but Thankfully, thankfully that was a hopper.
Nope. Ball one.
And that's gone. Let's go.
The batter, the designated hitter, will Benson.
He's going. He's going. Hey! 0-1's the count.
All right, come on, Benson. Send Ruiz home. Probably should have sent Benson too. Whatever. Wasn't gonna count as a wasn't gonna count as a double anyway.
Runner. Hey! 0-1.
Let's go, Coco Montez.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 64, Gavin Holloway.
Our boy Clemens. You son of a crook. See what I did there, son of a crook? I feel like I batted around like twice in this lineup, in this inning. Everyone go. Everybody go. Well, except for Brennan. Fortunately, 79 speed. I wasn't sure if they were going to catch it. I didn't want to take the risk. Okay. Oh, perfect. Bringing in Brad Hand to go up against Nolan Arenado. Exactly what I wanted. For that very reason, let's go. Now, I wish I had more players on base because then I would have, been able to get even more active.
Ball one, no strike.
Is what it is. Poor Ruiz. Yes, to end it. You're on such a good streak.
All one's the count.
Oh, okay, Benson. I see. I mean, I better start wrapping this up because at this point I feel like I've definitely hit that 1000 XP threshold. I mean, these guys are just getting home run after home run with RBIs and extra base hits and everything. That it's kind of like, how do I not have the XP? The 1000 XP that I need right now. Hold on, CJ. Unfortunately, I'm in a game right now. But short answer to your question, yes, I did get David. As soon as I get back to the bug dub, I was about to say, what the heck is a bug W?
Ball one.
It's all right.
Ball, one strike.
It's all right. The I and the U on the keyboard are right next to each other, so you type it fast, it makes sense to make that error. Strike 3, sit down. Oh yeah, definitely. But here's the thing, I gotta finish up on Arenado. He's at P4 right now, he's so close to P5, I gotta finish him up first. Wait, and he's not going in as my DH either, because I need to finish up on Alonso. I guess what I could do is move Alonso to first and David Wright to DH. Let's go. Keep smacking those home runs. That'll work.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 41, Riley Pike. Now batting, left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Come on, get over his head. Get over it. Dang it.
The catcher, number 1, Barry Ford.
Woof.
All one's the count.
Alright, well, nope. Get back. Get back, I said.
Now batting, the third
5
baseman,
RBIs for Nolan Arenado. Holy shit. I wish they would show you, like, the parallel XP totals when you're, while you're playing a game. That way you know what you can aim for. Pretty sure I saw online that you have to get the 5. Nope. Nope. No, you do not have to do that. I was able to complete the program without even having to play the online event.
mistake.
So, I'm done with the Father's Day program. I'm done with it. I'm just getting the cards
0-2.
from the June Tops Now program. And then once all of that is done, which I expect to be tonight, then I will move on, or I will get ready for tomorrow when the Switch It Up event comes out, and I'm going to grind towards Eduardo Escobar, even though I really don't want to.
Aye.
What up, Landon? Welcome back. Strike 3, sit down. I did. I got David. The only problem is I may have to, at least in my main lineup, because I need to finish up on the 99 Arenado I got from the U.S. From the World Baseball Classic event, since he's literally close to P5. He's literally close.
That ball's foul.
Strike 3, sit down. Yep, so gotta do that first before I do anything else. Ooh, that was a close one. Yep, I'm killing the Rockies.
For the Lions, the second baseman.
It will be. Assuming that Piazza's going to be a Met. He might be a Dodger.
1-0.
Just throwing that out there. He might be a Dodger. He's been a Dodger in the past. I'm pretty sure they alternate between the Dodgers and the Mets when it comes to Piazza. So I don't remember what the last card he had was, but I'm thinking if it's going to be Piazza's probably going to have his Dodger card. I know, but he's my favorite player of all time. My favorite player. And they better not give his bullshit like 92 overall captain thing. Oh, why don't I? Well, I guess I would. It's just it wouldn't be a Mets card. And I prefer the Mets Piazza over the Dodgers Piazza.
Here you go.
Besides, we have enough Dodger cards in Diamond Dynasty right now. I don't think we need to add more. I think the Mets should get more. Because they're not getting any tops now, and they're certainly not getting any monthly awards ones, so hope we get a David Price rate. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do awards at some point. They're gonna do awards like Cy Young's, MVP, sluggers, gold gloves, and all that. Yeah, of course. You know what? May just use him online. Depends on when I can use him. I mean, I've played with him before. Like one of the guys that one of the viewers that I played with had David Wright on his team, and I mean, he seemed nice. Yep, absolutely, CJ. The network that I work for, we've been covering it nonstop.
Nope.
I mean, if they don't find them tonight, they're gonna die. Or actually, at this point, they're gonna lose air. Like, it takes a day if the submarine is all the way at the bottom of the ocean floor. Like, those people, it's gonna take a day for the sub to come up. So they may not have air to survive. I don't know.
The first baseman, number 25.
Yeah. So in all likelihood, those people are going to die. Wherever they are. I'd be a little more sympathetic to it, but then I realize that the people that are aboard that sub vessel or submersible, they're paying $250,000 to be able to go on that kind of a trip. So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna shed tears over a rich person dying. Sorry. Makes me a jerk, but yep. They wanted to see a watery grave. Well, now they're about to get a watery grave. The only difference is they don't hit an iceberg. I'm sorry. This is getting dark. Yes, they are. A wealthy Middle Eastern American and his son are aboard that submersible. The CEO of the damn company, if you could believe it, the CEO of the company who actually built that sub is also aboard it.
Now that second baseman.
And I forget. I think one of them is a crew member. Oh, and the other one, I saw a quote that said more people have been to the moon than to the depths. Than the depths they in a homemade sub, basically. Yeah, homemade is a good way to describe it, because they were saying there were a lot of issues raised way back when, and the company apparently never addressed them. So, well, actually, have more people. I mean, do you count the people that died with the Titanic, and basically their graves are there at the bottom of the ocean? Because then I feel like it's actually more people have been to the depths than have been to the moon. Albeit they never got to see it because they drowned on their way down there. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hate to be that specific, but what can I say? I'm a jerk.
Your attention, please.
But I admit it. So I am okay with myself.
Johnson.
Like I said, it's horrible, yes, but I'm not gonna shed tears. I'm sorry. You know, obviously, like I think about the loved ones and everything, but you know, it's not my tears to shed over this. It's really not.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep, but I guess when you're rich, you're crazy stupid. But whatever, they just bought themselves a $250,000 grave. Got to be the most expensive grave I think I've ever seen up for sale.
That's out.
Maybe it'll be like the Malaysia fight that disappeared many years ago, and they never find it. That's always a possibility. Yep. Well. Yeah. A $200,000 coffin. Well, this is what they want to spend their money on? Fine. Have at it. I have other priorities if I had $250,000. I would have other priorities, but if they want to go ahead and try to go see the Titanic, even though very few people have attempted to go see it, whatever. Enjoy your watery grave, that's all I'll say. Dang it.
He's out.
Now batting.
Man. 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 7 RBIs.
0-1's the count.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they are. Let's go. Is that 4 home runs for Nolan Arenado? That is 4. Let's go.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
You know, I'm wondering, have they even made a movie about the Malaysia flight that disappeared back in 2013? Have they done it? Because, like, back then, that was a really big story. Oh, all kinds of theories of what could have happened. They still haven't found the damn flight. It's probably at the bottom of the ocean at this point. They say it may have been hijacked, but I don't know. Because they were saying, like, one of the...
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's most likely the scenario, and it's in the ocean somewhere. Yeah. Those people's... that's their watery grave. God, how many watery graves are... I feel like there are more dead people at the bottom of the ocean than we know about. Well, might be time to get a new one then. Oh yeah. Just imagine. Of course, that takes money to be able to go explore the ocean. And there's got to be some kind of return on it. Can't just go down there, and not to mention the technology. Like, we don't have the tech. I mean, for God's sakes, 5 people are about to lose their lives because they didn't build this sub right.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's not like a submarine. It's a submersible, it's not a submarine. I just want to make that clear. When I say sub, I don't mean a submarine. Strike 3, sit down. Air ordered? What do you mean, Landon? Oh, you mean for... Well, there you go. Cheap vessel, try to maximize profits, and that's what happens. Oh, already ordered. I'm sorry. I looked at that and that L looked like an I. I apologize. I think I gotta get my glasses checked because they're supposed to be for distance, and if I can't read something that is literally like an arm's length in front of me, there's a problem. Strike 3, sit down.
All ones the count.
Kind of pushing this at this point. I gotta start wrapping this up. I mean, I'll definitely get the 1000 XP. It's just a matter of, like, can I get Arenado done? Arenado has the 250 XP. Honestly, I would have been better off going with Meeble and just doing a bunch of the Conquest map, because then I could have gotten the save with Meeble. No! Oh my gosh, that's heartbreaking.
All in 1. Got it.
Leading off for the Rockies, the left fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Nope, that's a ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
Yes, he did. Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, right fielder, Fred Bryant.
That's a ball.
Now batting, the first baseman, CJ Crow.
Okay, CJ, no problem. No problem. Well, depending on how quickly I can get this game over with, I may be out of here. I don't know.
Ball, that's too high.
I don't know about Vasquez going full 9 innings. I may just take him out. Alright, thanks CJ. We'll see how it goes. I do want to get Arenado one more at bat, to try to maximize the XP, but we'll see what happens. Excuse me. What I would basically need to do is get 2 hits, and then obviously hope for no double plays or anything. Dang. I don't know if I'm going to get Arenado one more at bat. I really want to, but it's not looking good. Beat him by half a step.
No ball, 2 strikes. Did he go?
Oh, come on. I, for one, blame Chuck Nasty for Vasquez might not go the full innings. You didn't have that stupid at-bat in the first inning. Maybe Vasquez would have been able to go the distance. Strike 3, sit out. I mean, not that it matters. Like I said, the offense really came through today, or came through in this game. So, even if Vasquez had only gone 6 innings, or even if he only gone an inning, I feel like we would have made up for it with the offense. All right, here we go. One last chance to get Nolan Arenado an at-bat. Can we do it? Alright, there's my 1 hit. Like I said, I need 2 and to avoid double plays as well. There we go. That's a good way to be able to avoid double plays. Just get an extra base hit. That works. Ugh. And Randy Arozarena is going to go deep. So, I mean, with Kessinger getting the extra base hit, that was more than enough. That was enough for me to get one more at bat with Arenado. What Arozarena did there no impact other than just get him more parallel XP. So here we go. Here's hoping that Arenado can get one more hit. And preferably a home run. Come on. Yeah, here. Let's go! Alright, I feel confident now, so hopefully that will be enough to get it done, but we'll see.
Now back, the designated hitter, Will.
You know what? I'm not even gonna steal. I don't see the point.
He's good.
I just want to focus on Benson. Who knows? Maybe I can bat around and get another at bat with Arenado. We'll see. I have no outs going for me right now. Oh, well, there's the double play that I was looking to avoid. At least while I was trying to get to Arenado. Now, who cares? Too bad. Hold on. I'll get, hold on. Excuse me. I'll get, Crawford and, Cosgrove up and warming. I'll only take out Vasquez if he gives up a run before getting an out. If he gets an out, then I gotta let him finish. Because I'm not gonna let a pitcher have, I'm not gonna let a pitcher have 2/3 or 1/3 of an inning. Strike 3, sit down. So Vasquez is gonna finish this off. Whether he gets a run or not, or whether he gives up a run or not, doesn't matter. Barely on the edge. He's practically gassed. Okay, there we go. Let's hope it's enough for Arenado. Let's hope. Arenado went 7 for 9 with 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 7 runs. Holy shit. Oh, and look at that. I get a, get another XP thing. Cool. Ah, dang it. Why couldn't you just stop on the diamond? Why? Let's see. Yep, okay. We finished out the program. That's it. At least for now. Obviously, there will be more updates probably tomorrow. But we have Jace Peterson. We have Andrew Abbott. We have Nolan Jones. That's it. That's, that's a, oh, God. That's, yeah, that's it. So, thank you guys for tuning in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you subscribe to my channel and like the video. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter at TTVNextJGGen24. It's in the upper left there, so just go find me on Twitter, give me a follow, turn on notifications. That way you'll see my tweets. Pretty sure, most of the time it's going to be when I start a stream, but other times it'll just be me commenting on the Mets. You could also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. Overall, this was a great stream. We got the Father's Day program done, we got David Wright, and we got the June Tops Now program done. Well, at least the second week. So we're in pretty good position right now. Tomorrow, the Switch It Up event is going to be going live, so we're going to be grinding that for Eduardo Escobar. I hope you tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Until then, guys, have a good night.